How many hours a day do you spend consuming media?
I'm not sure. Probably too many though.
I don't even know how to count that.
Probably most of my day.
We live in a mediated world. We eat, sleep, and live our social lives through the media. Media has slowly crept its way into our lives that we no longer live with the media, but instead we live in the media. In this video, we'll be explaining how the media creates or alters our social lives. And this can be explained by the concept of mediapolis. According to Mark Deuze, this refers to a completely mediated public space where media support and create the experiences of everyday life. So with the media, we are living hyper-connected lives. On the one hand, our social life has completely changed. Our identities are now disclosed to everyone on the net instead of just our friends. And on the other hand, because media makes us connected to everyone close by, we can talk to family and friends from around the world. We also know more about each other on social media than we do about our neighbors that we see in real life. Media has become so pervasive and ubiquitous that we become blind to it in a way, and it has become the norm for us to live with the media. For example, the last conversation that you had with your best friend or with your grandma, was it through the media? And if so, would it even have been possible without the media? If our media is our new reality, then it is important to note that our reality is malleable. We can edit our mediated reality so much so that it can become the total opposite from the actual reality. So for example, do you think your followers are a good indicator of your social life? And are your Facebook friends really your friends?
Would you say that social media usage affects your social life?
I would say so, yeah. I think mainly because it's my main form of communicating with people, especially now in Corona times. I mean, now it's getting better because of the end of all the restrictions, but in general, for the past 2 years, I think that was kind of my lifeboat, just keeping my social life afloat.
As we already know, media connects. Did you ever use media to build a relationship? The idea of the concept network individualism is that societies have shifted from clustering individuals in little boxes connected through loose personal ties only, like being your neighbor, to creating personal networks that are more meaningful and based on shared interests. Through the help of technology, we can connect with anyone from across the globe. We are not limited to geographical boundaries anymore. Do you think this changed our dating life? I know that Tinder Global got created and I can form a romantic relationship with anyone across the globe. Dating apps also enable us to be in control about who we want to date. What political interest should our potential partner have? What height? That will lead us to sharing the same value system. But do you think that on the long run, media changed our relationships? Do we still feel the same intimacy? That's a question I want you to think about.
So now we will ask you some questions. How much percent of the world do you think uses social media? The correct answer is 49%. Actually, only 49% of the world uses social media. This may seem few, but this is because many people are in developing countries and don't have access to the internet. Also, social media usage amongst the older generation is quite low. So amongst these societal groups, media has not as large of an effect on their social lives as it does for us. Now for another question. How many followers does the average personal Instagram account have? 150 or 300? The correct answer is 150. Nowadays, we follow and are followed by people we do not know personally. On one hand, this broadens our social life because we get to meet new people. But on the other hand, many of these relationships are superficial and unreal, and you only know them based on what they post and not in real life.